fuck going on, Terry? We are making our way through these calm and cozy streets. This message is for anybody who feels like they are stuck in any type of situation. You're not, I promise you, you're not stuck at all. You just gotta maybe change your thoughts a little bit, change the way you're thinking, what you're thinking about. I've just kind of noticed, like, over my time doing this, is just that we're just all out here trying to get our increments up, and that's really and if you're navigating through these weird patterns in your life, and if there's that one, there's always going to be that one person to try to set you back and like lock you into their way of thinking, just because they are simple-minded and simple-brained. They expect the world to be the same. It's not always like that. And it's really frustrating because I've learned over the years that I supersede so many fucking people. And it's not like a gloating thing. I'm pointing out a fact and staking claim to that fact, whatever. And this currently it's 4:20 in the morning, if you saw that. Midnight Radio Track 2 by Ballroom and their Club of Gore. If you ever get the chance to experience this group, put on your headphones and take a trip down. Let the music like creep through your soul. I'm on the edge of a big breakthrough, and there's some negativity that's got to get trimmed out. But we're figuring that shit out as we go. I don't know. As I'm currently alone with my thoughts and just kind of walking down the street and just kind of trying not to overload myself, because I worked really hard to put myself in this new frame of mind, and to be consistent with this new frame of mind is a tougher task than getting there. They always said, like, climbing the ladder is easy, but staying on top of it is whatever, right? I don't know. I feel some very big positive changes in my life coming. on terms with a new employment, although we are not officially hired anywhere yet. The hottest free agent in sports entertainment history is just waiting on the ink to dry, baby. Get the right deal. No, it's also, I've learned in my journey is I learn what I need for me in my life, and sometimes that makes people I don't know, upset because they don't have it figured out in theirs, or they try to tell me what they think I should do with my life. It's like, I'm not gonna listen to someone with no experience in anything except for being a fucking piece of shit person. That's the only experience you have, and you're trying to like tell me that your way is the way and the only way. That's not right. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Just fucking own up to it when you're wrong. Claim that shit. Accountability. Grab some accountability and spread that shit around, because nobody wants to be held accountable for their actions anymore. And it's so disheartening, because to a point now where I don't give a fuck about none of that. If you're on some Custer shit, you're getting put in your place. Like, I'm a good person, but I'm not necessarily always gonna be the nice guy to fit like your narrative or somebody else's narrative. Like, anybody that knows me, or even that's like just been around me for a brief amount of time, knows that I got more charisma in the tip of my dick than most people have in their whole existence. And yes, I will say that again if you Custers didn't understand. I have more charisma in the tip of my dick than most people have in their whole existence. I know I'm a superstar. I know I'm meant for greatness. I know somebody try to fill my head. A lot of somebody's try to fill my head with that whole 9-to-5 slave bullshit. Yeah, you gotta be a slave. You gotta be this 9-to-5 proper, pristine, prim and proper, good citizen. I don't give a fuck about none of that. All you need to do in your life is treat people fair, be nice to people. And I'm not saying, obviously, there's always limitations to that. Dude, you need to chill. As I encapsulate the air and the memories around me, I just, knowing that I'm meant for, look, if you know you're meant for more, you're meant for more, man. Here's a very famous person said that if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right either way. So that means if you think you can do it, what the fuck was that? It means if you think you can do it, you definitely can do it. You don't need some Custer trying to tell you what works for you when they haven't lived your experience. They haven't lived it's just at this moment in time, this very absolute freeing moment of time. It is another blessing just to take things for what they are, man. Take a deep breath, breathe, relax, live a little bit. Stop being so fucking uptight. So many people I know are just so fucking uptight and just miserable because they're stressing out about shit that, oh, I'm not gonna have enough money for a house that I want in 10 years. Okay, well, stop stressing about that shit because it's not doing anything for you now. You gotta worry about your now. You understand me? Worry about your now, and you will get to your future. Yes, I'm not saying don't have a future planned out, because that's stupid, and I didn't have a future planned out until fucking recently. And I really don't even have it planned out. I just know that I was meant for more than what they were trying to tell me I was meant for. My whole life, my parents were like, oh, you can go to school, you can do this, you can do this, but I don't want to do none of that. So you brought me into this world, and you're telling me I have to make some choices off a bunch of custer ass shit that you chose? Like, that shit don't fly with me, man. I've always, I thought for a while that I was the problem, that like starting arguments with people, and not necessarily starting arguments, it's just like, if something seems wrong to me, I'm gonna fucking call it out or question it, right? And I've always been that way, and a lot of people don't like that. A lot of people just want you to be a fucking slave and say yes, yes, massa, yes, massa, yes, massa, and do whatever you can do, 5 them. And look, I've quit more shit than a lot of people have ever started, and that's not like some type of weird flex, okay? It's I know my worth and I know my value, and if I go to some custer ass place and they're gonna treat me disrespectfully and act like I'm not as big of a piece of the machine that I am, I don't know. I know I'm going all over the place, all over the rails here and shit, but you guys gotta understand that this shit is, y'all, like, yes, life is a game, but it can be a good game, it can be a bad game. It's all about your attitude, how you deal with situations. And I know I'm gonna have to do better and do like an actual, we're gonna have to do a synopsis and break down each like area of the video to where I can, you know, really lead the horse to the water there. We're about back.